Hi adventurers, welcome to the Larp Peddler's channel. In today's video, we'll learn how to build the Nissus arrow quiver, perfect for any ranger or archer character who needs to carry their arrows into battle. You can find the pattern for this quiver in the video description. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Once the pieces are cut, start by using an edge beveler to round the edges of the visible pieces, such as the straps. In the video above on the right, you can see how I decorate the edges of the straps, but you can skip this step or do any other decoration you like. For the fake padding, I use a bead roller with some special 3D printed attachments. But in this other video, you can see how to do this process with simple tools. Let the pieces dry completely before dyeing. To dye the pieces, I always use alcohol-based dye. Lately, I've been using an air-powered paint gun for this process. This allows me to quickly create varied tones and transitions, and it also saves dye. You can easily do this with a brush. You don't need any special tools. Use gloss varnish to protect the piece. You can use a brush for this. Remove any excess varnish with a piece of cloth. It is important that the varnish is glossy to prevent the ink from adhering too much in the process we will see below. Apply black paint diluted with water in equal parts and remove the excess with a piece of cloth. This process creates different color tones on the piece and darkens the color, especially in the engravings and recesses. Once the pieces are dry, use fine sandpaper to create a distressed leather effect. This step is entirely optional and depends on the result you prefer, but I think it adds a touch of personality to your outfit. Now it's time to apply the leather trim. In this video, you can see how I make the strips with fine leather like goat leather or rawhide leather. For the stitching, I use my cobbler's sewing machine, but you can do it by hand using your usual method. You'll probably need to redo the stitching holes if the leather trim has hidden them on the reverse side of the piece. Use an awl and a piece of cork for this. You can sew the leather box to the quiver before joining the pieces, but I find it easier to build the quiver base first. Follow the numbers on the pattern and use your preferred stitching method for this step. Close the quiver along the seam using your usual stitching method. Then sew the bottom flap of the quiver. I used cross-stitching for decoration, but you can do it another way if you prefer. Rivet the straps and the rest of the pieces following the numbers on the pattern. Congratulations! Your Nissus arrow quiver is ready for adventure. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. And remember that you can find the pattern at the link in the description. And that's all for today's video. I hope you have a great adventure.